them up, cover them with sunscreen, just a shockingly ridiculous amount, even though I couldn't imagine that the sun would hurt them, and we would run to the pool and cannonball into the water. We played Marco Polo for hours, our fingertips so wrinkled that it seemed like permanent damage had been done. I'd take a break around lunchtime and make bologna sandwiches, and the kids would eat them at the edge of the pool, the bread soggy, their hands smeared with mustard until they simply dunked them into the water. When they got tired of swimming, we lounged around under umbrellas and napped. Our eyes burned from the chlorine, but what else could we do? And everyone left us alone. No Madison, no Jasper, not even Carl hovering at the edges. I didn't see any gardeners or maids in our area. We were a world unto ourselves, even though I knew it was temporary. Eventually, we would have to figure something out, a way to integrate the children into the real world. I imagined a time when they sat at that huge dining room table in the mansion, eating Eggs Benedict or whatever the fuck, while their father read the paper and told them scores from the Braves game the day before. I imagined them walking the aisles of the library in town, picking out books that we could confidently check out without worrying about them catching on fire, dear Lord, the rescinding of our library card. I imagined them inside the mansion, then leaving for school, then coming back home. I imagined them sleeping in a bed that wasn't mine. Where was I during all this? Far away, right? Like if I got the kids to this level of normalcy, they wouldn't need me anymore. And I wasn't sure if I was happy or sad about it. And then I felt stupid, getting worried about my eventual success as a nanny, because I was dealing with children who burst into flames, so it would probably never actually happen. I was already imagining a world where I hadn't fucked up, where I'd saved the day. How would I make it to that world? While the kids swam, I took a break and sat at a table with a little notebook and wrote down possibilities. My list looked like this: asbestos, race car clothes, damp towels, Zen meditation, spray bottles / garden hoses, live in the pool, build a roof over it, fire extinguishers, safe for kids' skin, medication, sleeping pills, anti-anxiety, therapy, discreet, no spicy foods, spontaneous human combustion research, time-life mysteries of the unknown, and on and on and on. If someone found this notebook, they'd have to assume that I was insane, that I was planning to set someone on fire and then just as quickly extinguish them. But it felt scientific, the way I was proceeding. I had the children. They caught on fire. I had to keep them from catching on fire. And also, people did not catch on fire for no reason. Or at least they didn't catch on fire without dying or having horrible burns. So I was imagining a solution to a problem that technically didn't exist. All I could think to do was give them more soggy bologna sandwiches and just keep doing that until they turned 18, until we all just dried up and faded away. "Look!" Bessie called out, and I looked at her, only to see her pointing toward the mansion. I turned. "Up there," she said. In one of the windows on the second floor, Timothy was watching us. He was, for crying out loud, looking at us through his own little pair of opera glasses, like he was in a grand theater house in London. He was motionless, watching the children, and it unnerved me to such a degree that I finally looked away, just in time to see Bessie flipping Timothy the bird, her face twisted into meanness. "Hey, don't get agitated," I shouted, and then immediately felt like a nag, like my anxiety was going to ruin them. I had to be cool. I was the cool one, or at least I'd promised them that I was. When I looked back, Timothy had disappeared from the window. "Maybe don't flip him off, okay?" I said to Bessie. "That's your brother." "Half-brother, right?" Bessie said, like this was the same as a great-great-great-great-granduncle. "You have to be nice to him," I said. "No way he knows what the middle finger means," she said, and Roland said, "It means fuck you." "No," Bessie said, annoyed. "It means up yours." "Come on, guys," I said. "Do you want a juice box?" "We're bored," Roland said. "How can you be bored in this giant pool?" I asked. "It's like 3 times the size of your grandparents' pool." "We want to do something fun," Bessie said. "Like what?" I asked. "Hide and seek," Roland offered. "I don't know if that's such a hot idea," I said, thinking of the children tucking themselves away in the most flammable parts of the house, all bunched up, waiting and waiting and waiting for something.